welcome aboard and thank you for joining us for this stopover full of charm and history. My name is Marcus and today I'm taking you to discover Genoa, a fascinating city on the Ligurian coast, deeply connected to the sea and the fate of Europe. Few people know this, but Genoa is the birthplace of Christopher Columbus. It was here, in this merchant and maritime city, that the man who would change the course of history was born around 1451. This port was one of the most powerful in the Mediterranean for centuries, rivaling Venice. All over the city, traces of this glorious past can be found: sumptuous palaces, medieval ramparts, art galleries, maritime museums, and a maze of ancient alleyways. Genoa does not reveal itself at first glance, but it rewards those who take the time to explore it. But a stop in Genoa is also a gateway to one of Italy's most idyllic spots, Portofino. This small fishing village, nestled in a cove and surrounded by colourful houses and verdant hills, has over the decades become a symbol of Mediterranean beauty. Film stars, writers, and lovers have been coming here for generations. A trip to Portofino is like stepping into a living postcard where everything exudes tranquility, understated luxury, and natural harmony. I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful excursions available from this stopover, whether in the city of Genoa itself, along the splendid Italian Riviera, or to Portofino and its neighbouring gems. I'll also suggest ideas for exploring freely, whether on foot, by train, or by boat, according to your preferences and your own pace. Get ready to discover a stopover that is elegant, historic, natural, and deeply Italian, with that unique blend of bygone grandeur and coastal charm. First excursion, historic Genoa and its palaces. Set off to discover the historic heart of Genoa, one of the largest medieval centres in Europe. You'll stroll through the famous Carugi, those narrow, charming alleyways, and discover treasures such as the San Lorenzo Cathedral or Christopher Columbus's birthplace. Don't miss Via Garibaldi, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the magnificent Rolli palaces stand in a row, bearing witness to Genoa's Renaissance splendour. Second excursion, Portofino and the Ligurian Riviera. This excursion takes you along the coast to one of Italy's gems, Portofino. You reach the small harbour either by boat or by road, passing through Santa Margherita Ligure. Portofino welcomes you with its pastel-coloured houses, elegant marina, and sun-drenched terraces. You can climb up to Castello Brown for an exceptional panoramic view. An idyllic excursion between nature and glamour. Third excursion, Cinque Terre. The Cinque Terre, those 5 villages suspended between sky and sea, clinging to the cliffs between coves and vineyards. Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, Riomaggia each has its own character and colours. The excursion often combines train, boat and walking for a total immersion in these landscapes listed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. An unforgettable adventure for lovers of nature, authenticity and photography. Fourth excursion, Genoa Aquarium and Old Port. Genoa is home to one of the largest aquariums in Europe, ideal for a family visit. Located in the Old Port, renovated by architect Renzo Piano, it showcases hundreds of marine species, from sharks to penguins. You can also visit the Biosphere, a glass bubble housing a tropical forest, and explore the Porto Antico area where cafes and galleries enliven the quays. Fifth excursion, Panoramic Genoa and the Funicular. For an overview of the city, take the panoramic excursion with a ride on the funicular. From the heights of Genoa, you can enjoy spectacular views of the city, the hills, and the sea. The route also includes elegant residential districts and peaceful parks, perfect for a break away from the crowds. Sixth excursion, tasting pesto and Ligurian specialities. Liguria is the birthplace of pesto. This excursion takes you to a farm or a local workshop where this condiment is still made using fresh basil, garlic, pine nuts, and cheese. You'll also taste focaccia, a Genoa speciality, and other typical dishes in a friendly and food-loving atmosphere. Seventh excursion, Rapallo and Santa Margherita. This tour introduces you to two elegant seaside resorts on the Ligurian Riviera. Rapallo, with its lively promenade and flower-filled villas. Santa Margherita, refined and colourful, offers an aristocratic charm. You can combine this excursion with Portofino or enjoy lunch by the sea. 8th excursion, Underground Genoa. Less well known, this excursion reveals the hidden side of Genoa, its underground passages, old warehouses, and tunnels carved into the rock. A guide will tell you the city's hidden history, from wars and trade to defense and mystery. An unusual visit for the curious and history enthusiasts. 9th excursion, Genoa for children. If you're traveling with family, this excursion combines the aquarium, the children's museum, and a ride on the little tourist train through the port and city centre. Fun, educational, and perfectly suited to the youngest visitors. 10th excursion, a free day in Portofino. Finally, for those who wish to savor La Dolce Vita at their own pace, this excursion takes you by boat or minivan to Portofino, then gives you time to stroll, have lunch, explore, or simply sit facing the sea. A pure moment of relaxation in one of the most beautiful places in Italy.